But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. This week's a little different. Listen, it's Labor Day, short week, a lot of stuff at the end of the summer. So we're going to hold off on our usual nonsense. We have some great guests coming up. I know you're all looking forward to Burlew's episode 500, which is coming out next Monday. But we figured we'd put out a little mini episode here of just some of the ridiculous games here we play on the podcast. It's a big part of the show. So here's kind of like a hit list of a couple games that we've played recently. If you know our podcast, every Christmas, every Halloween, we put some big games together. But then during the year, there's a whole bunch of small ones, most of them nonsense, but it is a big part of what we do here. We'll be back to the regular show next week. But today we figured we'd just put a couple classic clips in there, especially if there's any new listeners. So here's a couple games of the Verbal Shenanigans podcast. So now I think it's my turn to just absolutely plummet the podcast into stupidity. Mike, you up for a little game today?
Well, why not, Scott?
Okay. Well, Mike, we're going to play a little game today. We're going to play a little game. Let me just introduce the game to you, okay? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Verbal Shenanigans game show. It's everybody's favorite. Is it blind or is it melon? A game where we decide, are these scientific terms a juicy, delicious melon? Or are they a degenerative eye disease? Here on, is it blind or is it melon? That's right, Mike. Today we're going to be playing a game of, I don't know if you heard that correctly, is it blind or is it melon? That's right, Mike. Today I will be giving you a scientific term of either a melon or a degenerative eye disease, okay? You must decide, is it blind or is it melon? Now, Mike, I'm going to give you 10 of these. In order to get this to be, neither blind nor a big melon head, Mike, you have to get over 50%, which would be 6 correct, to not be blind or a melon.
Ooh, I'm kind of liking this. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. I know this past weekend, Ross Chastain won the big Coca-Cola 600 down in Charlotte, and you know how he celebrates, Scott?
How'd he celebrate?
His family is watermelon farmers. He comes from 8 generations of watermelon farming. So every time he wins a race, somebody gives him a big watermelon. He gets the top to his car, and he just chucks it onto the track.
That is awesome. Let's just hear one more time real quick. There was a commercial break. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Verbal Shenanigans game show. It's everybody's favorite. Is it blind or is it melon? A game where we decide, are these scientific terms a juicy, delicious melon? Or are they a degenerative eye disease? Here on, is it blind or is it melon? Okay, Mike. So, for a correct answer, you might hear this sound. Ooh. Mike, if you get the answer wrong, you might hear this sound. Okay. So, Mike, we are going to give you, again, the scientific name of either a melon or a degenerative eye disease. Which one do you think it might be, Mike? Are you ready for the challenge?
Let's do it, man.
All right. Mike, the first one is Citrullus ionutus. Citrullus ionutus. Mike, is that a degenerative eye disease or a melon?
Yeah, it's got a piece of both in it too, man. It's the citrus of the fruit and the eye-ness of the eye. I am going to go with blindness.
Mike.
Ah,
Sorry, that is the scientific name for a watermelon, Mike. That is
we just talked
melon.
about it.
That is a melon, Mike. Oh, for one, I am sorry. Let's get to the next one here. All right, Mike. Next one we have a cucumis mellow. Cucumis mellow, Mike. Is that blind or is it melon?
I am going to go with blindness, Scott.
Mike, I am sorry. This is a species that includes cantaloupes, honeydews, and other sweet melons, Mike. I am sorry. You are 0 for 2. You are digging yourself a hole that you could plant the big old melon right in, Mike.
Whoa!
All right, Mike. Are you ready to right the ship here?
I hope so.
All right, Mike. Next, we have Mamortica charantia. Mamortica charantia. Is it blind or is it melon?
I'm going to just stick with blindness until one comes up. I'm going to say it's blindness.
Mike, oh my God. Mike, also known as bitter melon, used in cooking and medicine, the Mamortica charantia happens to be a melon, Mike. You're looking like a big melon-headed idiot right now. How are we feeling? 0-3 right now.
Yeah. I got to pull one out tonight, Scott. I know I only got one left I can take tonight. So
yeah, that's it. All right, Mike. As you know, everybody's favorite game, Is It Blind or Melon, is sponsored by Radio X. Radio X, where verbal shenanigans can be heard in Australia on Thursday nights. They love this game down there, Mike.
Oh yeah, they got the home edition down there.
Yeah. yeah. It's I believe it's equivalent to Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune down there, where it's every day at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a little different where in Australia they blindfold the person and they either feed them a juicy melon or a blind eyeball, and they have to figure out what they're chewing on.
All right, Mike. Is it blind or is it melon? Keratoconus, Mike.
Yeah, it's got to be blindness.
Yes, you're on the board. Keratoconus is a disorder where the cornea thins and bulges outward into a cone shape. You do not want keratoconus, Mike, but you are on the board because you did want that answer. And once again, let me mention the name of the show. Is it blind or is it melon?
I kind of want to meet a person with cone eyes. I got to be honest. There's so many questions.
Mike, I don't think their eyes hang out of their heads like literal cones.
No,
it's the cones in their pupils.
No. I'm pretty sure now. I'm on a streak of 1 in a row, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about here.
All right, Mike. In the next round of Is It Blind or Is It Melon, you're coming up against Benny Casa Hispida. Benny Casa Hispida. He's thinking hard. This is always the part of the game. Let me let him think. Okay, again, Mike, I'll let you think. Ben in Casa Hispida. This is always part of the game where we always start the games out fun. And if Mike's losing and starts to get a little momentum, his whole body language changes. Now he starts to think a little. He's playful at first, but deep down, he's very much like me, and he doesn't want to lose this game.
Yeah.
And once again, the name of the game is it blind or is it melon? Mike, Benny Casa Hispida.
Sounds like a taxi driver in New York, to be honest.
That it wasn't. Is it blind, melon, or a taxi driver? That was a hard game.
Yeah. That was the good old days. I'm going to stick with my gut and say blind.
Mike, that is another melon. It is a winter melon commonly used in Asian cultures. Mike, 1-4 right now, going into the halfway mark on Is It Blind or Is It Melon? Christopher Thorn, he's probably not happy with you right now.
Well, he talked to me, so I would understand that.
Yeah, that's true. But you need to go 5 in a row to not be blind, big. I don't know, not to be a big melon-headed blind guy, or you can not have that name at the end of this. Mike, let's get on the board here. I'm going to give you one I think is on the easier side. Let's see, macula lutea. Macula lutea.
Great rapper.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. Melon.
Oh no, my macula, like macular degeneration, an oval-shaped pigmented area near the center of the retina, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike, you're not getting out of this game unscathed, but we're gonna see how bad you plummet the rest of this.
Yeah, I'm like that dude that like falls out on the first question and who wants to be a millionaire tonight.
Tonight, prime time. Is it blind or is it melon? All right, Mike, you can only go 500 now. Let's go with the Laginaria siceraria. The Laginaria siceraria.
Blindness. Jesus.
Mike, that is the calabash or bottle gourd. Technically, a melon used as a utensil or decoration, Mike. Decoration.
See, I only know about the edible one.
Oh. Should we start over?
You didn't specify that when we made up blind or melon.
3 more, Mike, because why not? Retinus pyretinus pigmentosa.
Blindness.
Hey, he's on the board. If you got that one wrong, you would be a big blind melon head. All right, here we go. I'll give you another easy one. Citrullus eanudis. Citrullus eanudis.
Melon.
That is a melon, Mike, the scientific name for a watermelon or a type of watermelon. Okay. And let's go with one last one. Fovea centralis. Fovea centralis.
Blindness.
That is correct, Mike. A small pit in the retina responsible for sharp central vision. Mike, I am sorry tonight. You are not the winner of Is It Blind or Is It Melon? But, maybe down the line we could play this game at least another 10 to 23 times.
Well, I'm a second half blind meloner, so that was the biggest problem. I get rusty. I don't know.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Verbal Shenanigans game show. It's everybody's favorite.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Blind or is it melon? A game where we decide, are these scientific terms a juicy, delicious melon? Or are they a degenerative eye disease? Here on Is It Blind or Is It Melon?
I'm sorry, Mike. It's just not going to work out for you. And I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It finally feels good to see you take an L on the podcast.
I can't wait till we interview somebody from the Sex Puppets for that game. No, that sounds like a puppet, Scott.
What are you doing to us today?
Well, Scott, I came up with a little game here where I am going to offer you a series of rewards.
Ooh.
However, they will come with conditions.
I like it.
So I will lay out something that you always wanted.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to say, but, and inform you what you would have to do in order to have it.
Ooh.
And you will tell us if you're willing to accept these living conditions or you will pass. Does that sound like fun?
Gotcha. It's like a reward inconvenience draft at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the way I figure it, and you're going to do stuff, and there's going to be butts in it. So the name of this game is Scott Does Butt Stuff? ?
So subscribe to our newsletter where the name of this episode will be like Monique Powell saved Feris,
Baptism stories,
the hot dog prince, and Scott does butt stuff.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
All right.
We're back, baby. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, Scott, are you ready for the first one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You get to go to a sporting event of your dreams with your team playing for the title.
Ooh.
So maybe it's the Giants in the Super Bowl. Maybe it's Liverpool in the UEFA Championships. The Mets.
I was just thinking about that in my head as you were saying this. I think it would be just for time spent and no success. I think my choice would be the Mets World Series, able to clinch the World Series.
Gotcha. And you're going to get prime seats, and your family and friends are going to be right there with you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
But in the last quarter of a crucial game, whatever a fraction of 1/4 of the game is, 3/4 of it's done, you have to go out there and finish the game in a crucial position. So you have to go out there to the finish. Maybe you're a leadoff batter, maybe you're goalie in soccer, maybe you have to kick the field goal to win the game, but you have to use your current skills. You cannot hide on the field, and everyone in the world will know it is you out there with the results that are coming. Scott, do you take this fantasy?
Yes. Here's my thinking. Okay. I'm at the Mets game. I'm going with the Mets game on this one. Okay. I'm going with the Mets. We are a franchise who, how many more jokes could there really be about? Like everything has happened to the Mets,
Pretty much.
The old New York Jersey thing is Mets, Jets, and Nets are cursed, lots of things happen, bad signings, bad free agents, stories that would never be part of normal teams. I view this almost as a win-win situation. Okay. If I go out there and they stick me at first base, why not? That's where I used to play as a kid. So they're like, come on in, first base. Let's say we're facing the American League. We're facing the Yankees would be a tough sell, but we're facing the Mariners, some a promising team, up and coming team. We're facing the Astros or something, and they rip one. Altuve rips one to the third baseman, and he launches one over to me, and I cough it up. I completely miss it. The Astros win. Okay, now my interview opportunities are pretty much endless after that. In any sports media outlet, they're going to want to talk to the guy who got picked to just come into the game in the closing moments, who blew it for the Mets, and they go another 30 years without winning a championship. I am Bill Buckner. I can make a living off of being Bill Buckner. If okay. I am Bartman. I am I don't know, someone else who ruined somebody. Yeah, Steve
Scott Norwood.
Yeah, exactly. I can make a living doing this. Hey, you want me to come on the podcast? Sure. Promote mine and pay me this much. I'll tell you all about it, how it happened. I become enemy number one of the Mets, and that lasts a good decade. I'm enemy number one. But there's this thing that happens in the public eye where enemy number one starts to become like a cult, like part of the franchise. They become like, I think Steve Bartman now, I think he could probably go to a Cubs game and maybe be like almost get cheered. I do believe that this does happen where it becomes like, oh my God, like we hated him forever. So it's a story. It's a rebound story that I think I could find a way out of. And then if I win, if I play the first base, I get the last out. Holy crap. I led my team to the championship. I'm taking this and running with it.
That's a good answer. No, I like the way you turned it. No, and as you describe it, it reminds me of Mitch Williams, how he gave up that World Series ending home run against Toronto. And ironically, he's more beloved than ever in Philadelphia right now.
Exactly. Like America does this thing where there are redemption stories where that we like a good comeback. Like when Diddy gets out and he releases his first single, we're all going to be jamming to it,
Yeah, and I'll be up there in my cosplay with the Punisher. It's going to be amazing, man.
Yeah. So I'm taking this one.
All right. So right off the bat, Scott says yes, the butt stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready for your second one, Scott?
I'm ready. I'm the juices are flowing now. I feel like I'm out of the fog I was in at the beginning.
All right. You will get your dream car for free with any accessories and add-ons.
Okay.
You will get to drive your fantasy car every day for at least 2 hours. But instead of talking on your phone or listening on the radio, you're going to be listening to 70-year-olds calling into customer support lines the entire time. Every stupid thing that old people don't understand, every question about the internet, everything that would drive you nuts, you're going to have to listen to, and you can't assist. You only are there to listen in the endless confusion and frustration.
Okay.
Scott, do you do this butt stuff?
So like if I take my car to drive to vacation, we're just listening to customer service calls all the way up.
You're talking to your father who's like, I don't have that app on my phone. What's an app?
How do I make it bigger? I can't hear it. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Good question. But I have a clear answer on this one, and that answer is no for me. Okay. Now, reason being, big car guy. Okay. I'm not I got friends who are all about their, they've always wanted this car. They go out and get it. I've never been like, I need this car. I need this. In fact, I am driving the car that I would probably pick. I've always enjoyed Jeeps. I had an old 95 Wrangler. They came out with this Gladiator, which was essentially just a Jeep with a pickup bed. I had pickups my whole life. Now I have this thing. It's nothing fancy. There's no bells and whistles on it. But I'm not into the sports cars. I'm not into the, luxury vehicles. And my car time is my time. Like I am always listening to my podcasts. I am listening to albums. I am not my podcasts I enjoy. I'm not listening to us.
I've never heard a thing from this show.
So I mean, that's why I'm going to go with no. Too bit of time. Not enough payoff.
Yeah, not enough payoff for this butt stuff. Gotcha. No, you're holding off on this. All right.
Yeah, one butt stuff, one non-butt stuff.
Yeah, all right. Number 3.
Yeah.
You get your dream house. Fully finished, all the amenities you can ask for, the perfect backyard, whatever you want in the house is yours.
Now we're talking. Okay.
But the only way you can move around and about in your house is Tarzan style. Vines and ropes all over your household. You want to go to the bathroom? You got to swing to your destination. You want to go upstairs? You got to climb a rope. They can retract so when anybody's coming over, it's not just a bunch of hanging vines or whatever. But if you're on the couch and they say, I can go for a glass of water, a vine comes down and you got to swing over and take care of all your stuff. Scott, are you into this butt stuff?
Okay. Very good question here. I feel like if you present a house to anyone of their dream house, to me, that is almost best prize ever. Like house that you want, you work your whole life to have a nice place to live. You work your whole life to upgrade your house, do the things you want to do to it. And sometimes you're limited by what you can afford, obviously. So dangling that carrot is a good one. Okay. Now, you said I had a Tarzan swing everywhere. I'm kind of into this. I think this could be kind of fun. Like the only thing I was thinking though, like my dog likes to pee a million times in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping, and I'm like, yeah,
Come on, Vine.
yeah. But there's a double benefit here because I'm gonna get ripped swinging
That's
around
true.
all day, dude. I'm gonna have a back like a god. Like I my upper body is gonna look chiseled. I'm burning calories. I'm building muscle. One of my weaknesses, always in the gym since I was a little, in high school, was always like being able to rep out a whole bunch of pull-ups. If I'm Tarzan swinging everywhere, I'm gonna be able to accomplish this and more. I'm doing the butt stuff here. No, not even a question.
You're getting rewarded for this butt stuff. I hear you.
Yes. You know how shredded I would be? Like, you'd be like, dude, what are you doing? I'd be like, I swing from room to room.
Let's just go around the house. That's all I do.
Like Tarzan had that, primate strength. That's what I'm looking at.
Beautiful.
I got the house, I got swing. People are gonna come over to try my Tarzan setup.
Absolutely. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number 4, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
You will get any food you want prepared to you. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever you request, you're going to get food prepared by the greatest chefs in the world much as you want for an entire month.
1 month. Okay.
But you will be picking a number from 1 to 200. After you make your meal requests, a random number is going to be selected in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
If that number matches your number, your meal will be prepared in a random fat, oily dude's bathwater. So soups or boiling chicken, something like that. You want a nice steak, they're going to rub it up. Now, it's a 1 in 200 shot every time. Now, every time they're going to eliminate a number. So you got to figure in a month, that's about 100 meals. So you got a all right chance that you're not going to have oily man water preparing your food.
Another name for the episode, oily man water.
Yeah. You will not know if that number matches until you are done with your meal, by the way. Scott, are you into this butt stuff?
Okay. I mean, once you presented oily man back, you also told me I only get the food for a month. Like, I'm going to need a couple of years here to do oily man back.
What, you're going to keep the number at 1 to 200?
Something.
See, that's why I said a month, because I'm like, okay, month is 30 days. You figure that's 90 meals. You probably want about 10 snacks in there. So that's 100 meals in a 1 to 200 chance that you get oily man bathwater.
I don't know, man. I don't have the best luck when it comes to gambling and things like that. I've tried to do the sports betting before.
What do you mean it came up on 3 every single time?
And this is why I play like fantasy and stuff like that. And I enjoy it more. I'm not a big bettor anymore. I never was, but I would throw like 10, 15, 20 bucks on a game here and there.
Well, there's no money involved. It's just a fat, oily dude.
I'm talking about betting here. If I'm betting and I'm like, oh, it's, plus 10,000 to not have food from the oily back, and it's minus, 3 million. I'm going to hit that minus 3 million guaranteed.
You're going to be like watching ESPN and they got them bet analysis. People like, I really like the odds on Scott's next meal not to be in the oily bathwater.
Yeah. And that's just like, I'm a decent enough cook. I think I'm a pretty decent cook. I can get through the month. The thought of cooking my chicken in an oily back, you don't recover from that. You don't come back from that well.
But there's got to be a thrill, like you're 35 meals in, they're like, it wasn't that. Like,
no,
woo!
I'm not playing oily back roulette, man. I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm going no to this butt stuff.
All right, that butt stuff is disgusting. I got you. I'm going to rip it. All right. All right, you're toying with the butt stuff, but you're not all in. You're 2 for 2.
Oh,
So we got the tiebreaker coming up here. Scott.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right. So is this the last one?
This is the last one of the butt stuff. And
All
what, you want more butt stuff?
No. Well, I liked 2 of the butt stuffs, but I didn't like the other. It was like
all right.
doing it or receiving it.
Gotcha. All right, Scott, your final butt stuff that you can choose or not.
Yes.
You get to go on a beautiful vacation. Maybe you go on a cruise, maybe a cabin overlooking the mountains. Whatever your dreams comes up with, you get to spend a week doing a dream trip, all expenses taken care of.
I do like this. Okay.
But
But
at any time, whatever you're doing, you'll be called to serve as a naked butler for 24 hours. Just a random couple gets to go out to you. Let me finish.
Yeah, please finish because I'm very confused right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just rambling in a week's time. They'll come to you and say, begin naked butlering, and you'll have to bring a food, turn on the TV, vacuum the floors, maybe clean grout or do yard work, all while you're in your birthday suit for a random household. Now you're going to get whatever you want out of the rest of the vacation, complete whatever you want to for food and activities or relaxation. But for that 24-hour period, wherever they pick it, you're a naked servant to them.
Okay, so I'm only going for a week, right?
I mean, if it'll entice you, I'll make it 2 weeks.
Okay. So one day I got things planned, right? I got an excursion. I'm with my kids, the family's there, whatever. Maybe I do a trip I've always wanted to go back to Ireland again,
Yeah.
So I only got 2 days there. I'd like to go back for a couple weeks or whatever. So we got plans to go see the Cliffs of Moher, maybe go out to Dublin, go to the Guinness factory again. And and I'm packing up the family. Someone just comes and requests, like, hey, your naked services are required for 24 hours.
Yeah. They just tap you on their shoulder and it's like, it begins. And you just got to go with them and disrobe and do all the activities for 1 full day. But then you had the rest of the time, family and all that.
Question.
Yes.
Am I allowed to tell my wife, like, this is going to be part of the reality? One day during this vacation, I am going to have to go do naked butlering. Are you into this?
You can specify that for a 24-hour period that you'll be requested to leave, and you just got to leave on a dime. But you can't specify where, like, your wife can sway the decision.
Okay. This is a tough one. This is probably the toughest one because I could use a damn vacation. It's been a little rough around the Brennan house lately. And this show isn't paying for everything. I'll just tell you that.
And since you don't have the Tarzan vines, you're on vacation, you're not at home.
Right.
You need that workout, and like scrubbing grout butt naked is going to make you scrub harder to get it done faster.
And let's face it, if I got the Tarzan swings, I'm going to want to go on vacation and kind of pop my shirt off every once in a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we're going to say in this scenario, you're current Scott Brennan. You didn't get to the Tarzan house yet.
You know what? It's not even the naked part. It's going to have to go work for a lot of people, for mysterious people for 24 hours. That's bugging me. At this point, I might as well get naked and kind of gross them out, and maybe they'll let me out early. Maybe they'll be like, all right, it's been 18 hours. We're good.
Did your body touch our food that we asked you to get?
That's another thing. I'm in their kitchen barefoot, dong hanging out. Like, this is not a good idea on their part, unless it's like a kink for them. I'm going to take the vacation.
Oh,
You know what? All expenses paid. I got 2 kids now. That it's becoming very expensive to go on vacation. If I could tell my wife one day I'm just not going to be here, but it's going to pay for the whole vacation.
Mhm.
I'm naked cleaning. I'll brush up on my cleaning skills. I'll do it. I'll come back to them with a wad of cash in my hands and be like, let's get on the bus and go to the sightseeing trip. I'm into the butt stuff here. Let's do it.
Oh, that's beautiful, Scott. I am so glad to see after this quiz of ours that you're kind of into butt stuff and you're kind of enjoying it. Like at times you're like, no, maybe not again. But every time you said no, you came back with a yes. So that's very interesting. A little side note, if you're wondering how I came up with Naked Butler, you remember the story of the coworker who asked if we could swap partners at one time and all. Apparently, he would have games of poker over his house with like another couple, which would be strip poker, and the first person to lose would become the naked butler for the night, where it's just like if somebody went on the first hand all in and they're out, they're just butt naked and they just ring a bell and like naked butler or cocktails.
The fact that you didn't do this makes me so mad. The stories we'd have for this show would be phenomenal. We could get them on. We could have a punishment where you have to do it again.
Yeah. You know? Now, to be fair, I was offered swinging. I was never offered the naked butler poker game
or the vacation.
No, that wasn't part of the deal. Just banging his wife was part of the deal.
Well, we had a decent conversation today. Then we had a great guest, and then we plummeted the show one more time.
We did it again
into butt stuff. What was it? Scott? Does Scott like butt stuff? Was that the name of the game?
The name of the game was Scott Brennan Does Butt Stuff? Question mark.
Gotcha. Woo. Well, let's see what comes out in the next bit here, because we have a game, Mike. We've never done this game before. A new bit here. It is inspired by Whit Watson. Now, don't let me sully his name thinking that like he helped us with this, because this might not be good, but it is a golf themed game, Mike. It is a golf themed game. We're going to call it Par-tners. Par-tners. Get it? Like Par-tners. So here is the game here. Me and Mike are going to be going through 9 holes, if you will, aka 9 questions.
The Berlou knot.
No, we're not going through 9 holes in the Berlou knot. I already know the title of this episode. Yeah. So here's the thing. We originally started talking. We're going to do a game here where we are going to ask our partners, aka our wives, questions. Now, originally we were talking like you would have to guess what your wife said, but I started to think like, you know, I know that some of these questions, I would know my wife's answer to some of them. So we flipped that on its head a little bit. Now, I am going to have to guess what Mike's wife responded to these questions, and Mike is going to have to guess what my wife responded to these questions. Now, as with golf, you're trying to get the lowest score possible. Okay. Every hole in this course is a par 3, if you will. Doesn't really matter. It's all about total score in the end, but you can go as far as bogeying, or you can get as high as a 6. Okay.
Right.
So we have 9 holes, 6 options for each question. Now,
but there are some catches there.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, we are going to designate 2 holes to have hazards, if you will, a sand bunker and a water trap. And in those scenarios, there's 1 extra option to pick from. But also, we're going to have both of us have 2 caddy options, if you will. So we're going to talk to our caddy, and that will mean we get to have 1 answer that's not correct be eliminated from the list.
That is correct. So you have options for help, and the opponent also has options for making your question slightly harder. Now, you have to play your caddy or your sand trap or whatnot obstacle before I believe before the question is asked. I don't think you could play your caddy when there's three answers left or something like that. So you have to say, I'm going to use, like, if you're in trouble, I need my caddy on this hole. I need to get a point on the board, or less points on the board, if you will. So we're going to see how this works, Mike. Let's not bomb, but here we go. This is Par-tners. All right, Mike. So, I should also mention, me and Mike, all but the last hole, have asked identical questions to our wife. So we are playing on even ground here until the last hole, where we kind of gave them a spontaneous question of our own. So let's see what happens here. Mike, would you like to shoot first?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll go off.
So the first hole was the sexy hole. The balloon
knot.
Yes. Oh God, what am I doing with my life? I could be like in bed or watching a show or like talking to my children. Nope. This is what I'm doing on a Wednesday night. Here we go. Mike, the question we have asked our spouses is, what is my most attractive feature? Okay, the sexy hole. What do they find attractive about us? Okay. Mike, are you using using your caddy at all here?
No.
Okay. So number one is my smile. Number two is my calves, which we know about your OnlyFans page dedicated to your calves. Is it 3, my jawline? Is it 4, my eyes? Is it 5, my shoulders? Or is it my stomach?
Okay.
So once again, I'll give you the whole gamut real quick. Smile, calves, jawline, eyes, shoulders, or stomach.
All right. I'm gonna try to drive this ball right into the hole.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with eyes.
Mike, big swing from you right out the gate. You're trying to set the tone, set the pressure. But I'm sorry, Mike. You're not quite out of the, going into bogey territory. But we don't really know where your ball went. It was not my eyes. Now, Mike, let me ask you, do you think my best feature is my eyes?
Well, what you listed, probably. If you're like, Burloo, tell me something sexy about you, I'd probably gaze upon your eyes and probably a soliloquy, if you will.
Meanwhile, my eyes are always red. I have some kind of scratched cornea thing going on, but you're into that look. So
I like it a little bloody when I...
in the balloon knot.
Yeah, exactly.
You did always tell me, like, before you met Izzy, I always want to find a girl with a scratched cornea. That really turns me on. So
God, that's why it's so hard. Like, all these women have like beautiful, bright white and colored irises. I'm like, what are you doing to me? Okay.
All right, Mike, stroke 2. Go ahead.
And what's left on my list?
Smile, calves, jawline, shoulders, and stomach.
I am going to go with smile.
Mike, I'm smiling right now because you have to hit the ball one more time. Sorry, it was not my smile that my wife is most attracted to.
We should probably copy and paste a list, because every time I'm going to be asking you what's left for me.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah. No.
So, Mike, that brings us to calves, jawline, shoulders, and stomach.
I'm going to go with stomach.
Oh, definitely not, Mike. You hit that one into the woods there. You were close to the pin. You could have got there and you hit a tree.
We got a long night ahead of us, don't we?
Stomach's not. My stomach's not awful, but I would not say it is an attractive feature at this point in my life. So, Mike, we're down to the calves, the jawline, and the shoulders. You are at a 3. You are going to go over par no matter what on this hole.
Yeah. Let's go jawline.
Jawline. I do have a very pronounced jawline, I've been told. Probably oversized, but Mike, you hit the other tree to,
Oh my
to the
god.
right of you. Oh boy, you're at +4. Well, +1
Force
at the
wide.
moment. Plus
Yeah.
at the moment. 4 swings.
Whatever.
Mike, we are down to what are we down to? The calves or the shoulders, Mike. Now, am I encroaching on your category, on your calves, your beautiful calves? Does my wife also love my beautiful calves, or is it my shoulders?
I'm gonna say calves.
Oh, Mike, taking a
Wow.
6 on the first hole. My wife told me she always liked my very broad shoulders, is what she told me, which I was not even aware of, Mike.
All right.
That my shoulders were a great feature, but from now on, I'm thinking about wearing some like low cut,
Uh-huh.
like
It's
a
like
halter top.
you want to win like a discussion, you just like pushing down and
Yeah,
what's that, babe?
yeah.
You
Like,
want to go to
why-
the brewery tonight? Yeah.
Yeah, like why are you in a halter top for the third day in a row? Mike, you came out swinging too hard. You were just wild on hole number 1. But let's see if I can really establish myself here. Big opportunity at hole 1. Here we go.
All right. My choices are my wife most attractive feature: my eyes, my legs, my butt, my heart, my mind, my personality.
Oh, wow. You threw in some proverbial features there. The personality, the mind and heart. Ooh. But I'm trying to think of your butt right now. It's not.
You always do.
It's not one that stands out completely, but I think there's a little bit of a badunk there. But I'm gonna go, knowing your wife and knowing what she thinks of you, I think she's gonna go with your heart. I think you always had a big heart. I've said this to you before as your balloon knot friend. I'm gonna go with your heart, buddy.
God, it's Tiger Woods versus a mini golfer right now because you just sunk that hole right in, baby.
Oh my God, a hole in one on the first hole. Huge 5-stroke lead going into hole number 2, but there's a lot of game left, Mike. There's a lot of game.
Unless we go too long, then we're like 3 holes, right? Burloo, the guys in the back are waiting for the hole. You're taking too long. We gotta end this tonight.
All right, Mike. Well, I'm gonna keep you on the you are now on the opposite side. I will go first this time. What do we got?
All right, we got the fight hole, Scott. I asked my wife about,
which was also the original name for your balloon knot, the fight hole.
That is true. That's true. You got to fight for that thing, baby. About how many major fights have we been in?
Mm-hmm.
And your options are 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, or 10.
Well, there's no way a relationship ever happens as 0. If you say 0, I'd probably want to come down to Jordan and stab you with a bottle, because that's
now. Remember, this is my wife's answer. This is not me making the number.
Yeah. So give me them again. 0,
1, 3, 5, 7, 10.
0, 1, 3, 5, 7, 10. I'm gonna go with that. Your wife said 3 is my first intuition. 3 big fights in how many years you've been married?
7. It's going to be this year.
I'm thinking she's going to be on the nice side and say 3 were major.
Scott, it's a nice setup, but you didn't get to the pin, my friend.
Okay.
No,
Decent swing. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll go with she's going to say that there's 1 major fight in your relationship.
Scott, you picked the wrong club, man, and it's just veered off to the left. And I'm sorry, buddy. You got to keep swinging at it.
Now, my gut is telling me that I'm getting led toward the 0, but I just can't imagine someone actually saying 0 big fights. There's always been a big fight. I'll go with 7 next.
Scott, the putter ain't working, man.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just
We're
didn't read the hill.
See, Mike, you can come back instantly in this game.
So we
all
got 0, 5, and 10.
0, 5, and 10. I'll split the difference. I'll go 5.
It goes to the hole. It's ringing around, and it falls in.
All right. Okay. So that's what, a 4 for me?
That's a 4 for you, buddy.
Okay. All right. All right. So 4, that'll give me a nice 5 at the moment. 6, 5 at the moment. All right, Mike. How many major fights have we been in? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Dang. Like I barely made double digits and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I spaced mine out nicely for you. They're all in terms of 5, so I don't think I have to send these to you, but I will.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot right.
I'll go with 7.
I'm gonna shoot right in the middle, and I'm gonna say 20.
You're gonna say 20, Mike. It wasn't a bad shot. You made it. You hit it forward, if you will. You didn't hit the tree yet. You never quite know. So, I'm sorry, that's a stroke.
Okay. I'm going to keep it at round numbers, so I'm going to say 10.
Again, you went forward. You didn't get it quite in the hole yet, Mike. You're at 2 strokes.
Okay. Just to kind of see, I'm going to go for the small number. I'm going to go for 5.
Ooh, Mike, second hole, no pars for you, buddy. 3 strokes.
3 strokes. Okay. So I got 15, 25, and 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 15.
All right, you're on the board, buddy. You sunk the hole. You kind of righted the ship. You still got the tournament jitters a little bit, but you sunk into the hole. Only 1 over on that hole, so that'll put us at.
I got 10 strokes. You have 5 strokes.
10 strokes, 5 strokes, and good. Help me keep score as we host through this game. Okay. All right. Let's go over to the gift hole, Mike. The gift was also
which is the balloon hole. The balloon knot.
All right. The question here was, what was the worst gift we ever gave our wives? What is the worst gift we ever gave our wives? I just said gaves our wives. Okay. Just to make it a little easier here. So, Mike, my answers are a water filter, a gift card to a salon that was out of business, underwear that did not fit, sewing supplies, a coffee mug with my picture, or an ice cream maker. Mike, those are your options here.
Okay, you can just send me over the list so I can look it over there.
I got it. Yep.
All right. I will start off by guessing. Let's go with ice cream maker.
Ice cream maker. I did get my wife an ice cream maker that really did not work. However, that was not the worst gift I ever gave. It was a little individual cup, like it would make 1 cup of ice cream. But I guess the point of making 1 cup of ice cream is kind of crappy. Like you're just like, all right, I got to wait all this time just to get 1 serving of ice cream, and that's it. And I got to do it again every time I want ice cream. Yeah, not the best gift I ever get. So sorry.
Not that. Okay. Let's go with. Let's try water filter.
Mike, you swung, and this ball was curving around. It looked like it was going to hit a tree. Then it miraculously hit the green, bounced over a shrub, landed on the putting area, and went right into the hole. Mike, it is a water filter. Now, let me explain that. I still stand by this, that this is a great gift. I got her a whole house water filter, because she's all like, she's not into drinking tap water and stuff like that. And this was when you hook up to your actual water that comes into the house and filters the water into the house. And at the time, she worked for like a water company, and she was saying that the filters aren't as good as like getting like the Poland Spring, blah 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 blah. And I ended up having to return this water filter that was like not cheap, by the way, not cheap at all, like a couple $100. And I thought this was like the best gift. I'm like, you could have filtered water that comes right out of the pipes forever. But no, apparently I struck out big time on that one.
And what was like her response? Was she just like, why did you get this for me? Or
She was definitely like very confused, like, oh, cool. Like, cool. Because I like wrapped up a picture of it, you know, because it was on its way, and I tried to explain myself, and she was still kind of like, all right. You know,
when you have to explain like a birthday or Christmas gift, it's never rarely, oh, now I understand this is the greatest gift ever.
Yeah, wasn't great. I still would like it for the house, but that's just me. So
yeah.
All
right, Scott. Here are your
big hole for you, Mike. Big hole.
Yep. Hopefully I can gain on this one. Scott, I'm going to send it over to you and read it out for our audience. The choices are a gold watch that was tacky, a picture puzzle of someone she no longer likes, and
I hope it's you.
An off-brand T-shirt that died on the first wash, a VHS movie when we had no VCR, a hat that just says Mickey on it, or a perfume that smells like chemicals.
Oof. So far, by far, the toughest batch of gaming. I was thinking about using my caddy card, but I'm not allowed to do that right now, right? No,
I gave you the option, so you got to do it before the question.
Yes. Okay. All right. Every one of these is plausible. Gold watch that was tacky. Picture puzzle someone he no longer likes is hysterical. Movie VHS when we have no VCR. Now, I will say you did send our friend Dom a boy's large hooded sweatshirt as a present from you.
Yeah. I know we were supposed to get into it, but basically when I was in a Marshall's, oddly looking for like small stocking stuffers for Christmas, I came across, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, because we just recorded the Halloween special where it's like, I didn't know Don was like major into the movie. So I'm like, I text you, and I'm like, what's Dom's size? And I'm like, you were probably in the middle of something, couldn't get there, didn't see, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a large and extra large and just be prepared. I'm guessing it's one of the two. And when I get an answer, I'm going to return the one. It'll be fine and all. And I go up to the front, and I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, this is cool and whatever. And the woman rings it up, and I see it on the little display on the cash register. It's like youth large Halloween sweatshirt. I'm like, well, I guess don't take that one. I'll just take the XL, because there's a prayer that the XL youth will fit a man.
I hope he just loves it so much that he's walking around with like his tits hanging out and his belly just
it's a weird
out of it.
Yeah, and it's like a weird thing. Like I shipped it. I didn't put my name on it. I put like Michael Myers and like Haddonfield, Illinois, blah blah blah. And I'm sure like it had like something Georgia on it where he figured it out. But at the same time, I never responded to it, and I'm still kind of like, I wonder if he knows it's you.
He does know it's you because he messaged me. He's like, "Oh, thank you." I said, "That's not for me, buddy." He's like, "Bro?"
But my question is, I'm not sure if he knew that's a youth, and if he's attempted to put it on yet.
I hope he's just sauntering around the house and just that, like, look at my shirt, Kim. And then he's on this,
and then you're like, "Hey, what's the unsexiest thing he ever put on?"
I'm gonna go. Since I have a little lead, I'm gonna go with the one that I think you think I might say, but just in case it is true, I'm gonna go with the hat that just says Mickey on it.
I bought my wife a ton of Disney items, Scott. I'm afraid she's not a hat person, and I never attempted to buy her a hat.
Okay.
Mickey on it. So that's stroke one.
No hat. Yeah. See, I thought like you were putting it in there. Maybe it was true, but trying to mislead me, thinking, it actually was true. Okay. Then my gut's leading me to Gold Watch. That was tacky because it's not as like funny as the other ones here. Or Perfume. I think the other ones are really funny. Like Picture Puzzle of someone that she doesn't no longer likes. That's hysterical. Off-brand T-shirt that died on the first watch. That does sound a little burlowy. And a movie VHS. Let me go with. I'll go with the. Oh God. Because I want it to be. I'll go with the Picture Puzzle.
Scott, it looked bad for you. The ball was heading right for the water, and a gust of wind just picked it up, circled, and into the cup.
Oh yeah, baby. This club is hot right now. It's hot. Who was the person she no longer
I
liked?
won't detail specifically the person. I will say it is a family member of hers, and leave it at that. It was I got it at a time when she was super into said person or whatever. And as time has gone along, I don't want to I wish I could be less vague on this situation, but it was, let's just say, the closeness of the relationship has passed in time.
I hope it's you.
No, it is
It's
not
just
a picture
It's a
of me.
puzzle of you, and she's like,
Come on, honey, let's construct my face tonight. So Scott,
if you flip the puzzle over, we could do the balloon knot.
Yeah, I really should have done a picture of my face and all that. That was very silly of me.
All right, what's the score, Mike?
It is, you have 7 strokes, I have 12 strokes.
All right, nice.
Last 2 holes been even.
Nice lead here. Nice lead. Okay. We are entering the anger hole, Mike.
Yes, we are, Scott.
The anger hole. I believe you are up, correct?
Yeah, I am up, and Scott, this hole's a little treacherous. It's got a sand trap in it.
Okay. An extra option.
There's an extra option. So I will ask you, are you going to use your caddy?
I am not.
You are not. You're going to go with the full 7 right here.
Yeah, I'm taking the 7. It could be a terrible strategy, but we'll see.
No problem. Let me copy it. I'm going to send it over to you now.
Mm-hmm.
And here is my list. When I am angry, I grunt and my voice changes. I answer sarcastically to any questions. I stare at my phone playing games, ignore her. I magically have to go to the store for 2 hours. I talk to my dogs, complaining about the argument. I angrily do chores, like clean the house, or I guess I left off mowing the lawn there on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I go to my man cave and blast the television so we can't talk.
I think I know this answer. I think I know this just possibly from talking to you all these years. I think you angrily do chores.
I do chores when I'm angry at times, but Izzy did not tell me I do chores when I'm angry.
Okay. I thought I had that one. I got really excited to get a 1 on the 7, but
yeah,
it's okay. I will go with, because I could see you doing this, stare at my phone playing games. Like that. I remember that Batman game you used to play?
The Simpsons game it was. They
No,
actually just ended it.
No, you used to play that game on your phone with the Batman thing. It was like
Injustice. Okay,
Injustice, yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. I could see you just be like, like I'm going to be real quiet and play Injustice Part 8.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm bored and my ADHD, but that's not what I do when I'm angry, Scott. Sorry.
All right. I'm just going to keep going with my gut. Not going to think it out too much. You answer sarcastically to any questions.
I do that at times, but Izzy, did not say I do that when I'm angry. I'm sorry, Scott. You're going to have bogey or bub on this one.
Oh,
My friend.
God. Okay. I can't, you talk to your dogs all the time. I can't imagine that's the right answer, but is it the right answer? I think your voice does change a lot for a lot of things. I'll go with you change your voice. You grunt and change your voice.
I grunt. I change my voice.
Oh, no.
And Izzy says I grunt and change my voice.
Saved myself there.
Yep.
Okay.
You got a 4-stroker on that one, Scott. So not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Not bad at all. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Especially on the 7. That's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike, are you using anything here?
I'm gonna talk to my caddy this time. I want to go down an option on this one.
Okay. Let me just delete one here for you.
I'm going to delete the correct answer so you don't get it.
That'd be great. You got a 5.
Should have talked to your caddy. He was an idiot.
Okay. And got rid of 1. And now it's coming to you, Mike. Your options are I storm out of the room. That's storm out of the room. I give the silent treatment. I scream. I try to keep the fight going. I don't let it end. Or I clean feverishly. All
right. Can you send me the list there?
Oh, I didn't hit send there. There you go. Storm out, scream, silent treatment. Try to keep the fight going or clean feverishly here, Mike.
Well, since you've had 15 major fights, according to your wife, that means fights had to go along for a little while. So I'm going to go with try to keep the fight going.
Try to keep the fight going. Now, I will say 15 fights over 10 years. That's less than 2 a year. That's not bad.
I'm not calling you out, but it's still.
Oh, you're calling me out, Mike. You're calling me out. But no, I do not try to keep the fight going. Now, do I try to keep the fight going occasionally? Absolutely. I'm a guy who likes to talk it out and end it, but that is not what my wife said that I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with, since you thought it was my answer, with yours, I'm going to say clean feverishly.
Clean feverishly. A lot of times when we fight, I do tend to start picking up clothes and folding them and like tucking them in drawers and closing drawers that are shut and moving cups into the dishwasher. Mike, that is exactly what my wife said. Clean feverishly. The caddy comes up big on this hole with a 2.
That was a big one.
It's so funny. It's funny because that's become a thing that the other night we were starting to get into it over nothing, and I started cleaning feverishly, and she pointed it out.
She was about to text you 16.
Yeah, and then it actually diffused everything because I started laughing so hard because I didn't even. You don't even realize what you're doing sometimes. I'm just like, you know what, blah 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 blah. And I'm putting socks in the drawer and putting cups away. So maybe this is a blessing finding these things out. So otherwise, it would have been 16, as you said. All right, Mike, that brings us to the next hole, buddy. We're at the side hole. Who is your wife's hall pass? Hall pass, meaning they can basically do whatever, right? Not get in trouble.
Yep. If the celebrity is interested in me, I'm allowed to have a night of passion with them, and you can't cry or scream because that's my hall pass.
No. So here it comes, Mike. My wife's hall pass. Is it Robert Pattinson, aka Batman, aka the guy from the vampire movies? Is it Brad Pitt? A classic hall pass, probably a hall pass for a lot of ladies out there.
Yep.
Chris Hemsworth, big stud out there. Chris Evans, another big stud out there. Ryan Gosling, or is it Adam Levine from what is that? Maroon
5.
Maroon 5, yes.
Yep.
So is it Robert Pattinson, Brad Pitt, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, or Adam Levine? Oh, and before you go, what is the score going into this round?
I go into this round. Let's see. I have 14 strokes. You have 11 strokes.
Ooh, the game is afoot, my friend. The game is afoot.
Game is tightened up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, these are all better choices than you, so this is why it's so hard. You know?
As is Steve Buscemi, if I put on there. It doesn't.
Yeah. I was worried I had to ask my caddy on that one. All right. I'm going to start off with Captain America, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, good looking guy. Loved how every movie they had to like have a scene dedicated to his biceps for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he's like holding onto his the helicopter and just like flexing, like he's pulling. I remember being in the movie theater and like looking over to my wife and laughing, and she like gave me a look like laughing also. I'm like, wow, this is like women porn, but no, this is not. This is not my wife's hall pass.
Oh, okay. And they also had the scene where he clearly pointed out, now that's America's butt, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely like
he's clearly like patting himself on the back when he wants to slap himself in the ass. So
a little treat for the ladies for sure, Chris Evans.
Okay. Looking through the list here, I am gonna go with, let's do Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Another attractive man on this list. No, Mike, it is not Ryan Gosling.
Okay, so we're down to Pattinson, Pitt,
can you par the hole?
Hemsworth, and Levine. I'm gonna just keep going down the list of numbers, so I'm gonna go with Adam Levine.
Adam Levine, the tattooed beast of a lead singer of Maroon 5. That is not my wife's hall pass, Mike.
Okay. Hemsworth, Pitt, and Pattinson. Well, she liked your shoulders. And of the three, I think Chris Hemsworth has the best shoulders of the three. So I'm going to go with Hemsworth.
I love the logic behind this answer. I love the logic.
Now, they all have shoulders. They all have better shoulders than you, and you have sexy shoulders in her eyes. But if I use logic, the best shoulders, hence the sexiest one, is Chris Hemsworth.
Well, let me ask you, when your wife didn't say your calves, were you a little upset? Like, come on, man.
Like number one, like I gave her the list and I like had to actually like poke her like, hey, I'm recording tonight. I kind of need these answers. Mm-hmm. And then it's like your heart. I'm like, oh, so nothing that's like physical? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
It is funny because I was trying to get my wife to answer these questions and she's like, all right, here's an answer on a couple of these. So, sorry, Mike, Chris Hemsworth, not. This hole is struggling for you.
Yeah, it is. And it's just a coin flip right now.
You're down to Pattinson and Pitt.
Is she
2 P's?
Is she Coke Classic or is she New Coke? I mean, that's what I'm looking at right now when I look at these two men right here.
Yeah, right.
She seems like classic. I'm going to go with Pattinson.
Pattinson is the answer.
All right.
And I will say this was a question she like almost wanted nothing to do with. And I kept bothering her while we were making dinner, like, pick one, would you? And she's like, fine. I was like, you like the Batman and the vampire guy? And she's like, okay, he's the one. Yeah, sure. He's the one.
We're getting into a fight. If you don't tell me who you're going to bang, and I can't say anything
I'm going to start cleaning.
I'm going to use my muscular shoulders to clean, and you tell me who's sexier.
All right, I'm up.
All right, Scott. Did you want to use your hall pass on this one?
My hall pass.
Or yes, I want Robert Pattinson in here right now.
I will use the balloon knot. No, so we have what, one caddy and one.
You have one remaining trap ahead, and you have 2 caddies remaining.
2 caddies. Yeah, I'll use the caddy. I'll use the caddy on this one. I need to extend the lead a little bit here, especially with that tough round from you. So I have a good chance here.
All right. It's over. And here's your.
Oh, I see Robert has entered the game again.
Yep. And I will say it was my second hazard. So you went from 7 to 6 on this one. That's why it looks like the same amount. So Henry Cavill, Brian Austin Green, David Wright from the Mets, Matt LeBlanc, Robert Pattinson, Donald Turner from General Hospital, or Roman Reigns.
Oh, so you used your second.
Yes, I eliminated. It was going to be Henry Cavill.
Okay. Okay. These are good answers. Knowing your wife, I think you did a good job lying here because there's some things that I'm struggling with here. Your wife is a big General Hospital fan. When we had Sean Kanan on, right? Was he on General Hospital? He was on.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
I accidentally left the 7th one, so
I also saw Donnell, and I was hoping it said Donnell Rawlings, like the guy from the Chappelle Show. Roman Reigns, I know you guys do like the wrestling. Robert Pattinson, again, this would be really funny if he's a double hall pass. Then we really need to have a conversation here. Matt LeBlanc, David Wright. She's a Met fan. I'll go with David Wright first. I'll take my first swing. Go with David Wright.
Well, much like David Wright, you swung and missed, Scott. Sorry, incorrect.
Stop it. David Wright didn't miss that much. He just had a back with no substance.
Bones.
Well, love David Wright. Okay. Roman Reigns. I'm between Roman Reigns and the General Hospital dude. I'll go with the General Hospital dude. I don't know who that is. Donald Turner.
I didn't know either. I Googled sexy General Hospital guys, and he came up to hit my list. So that's 2, Scott.
Well, the good thing is that your Google search.
Believe me, anybody like our future guest breaks into her computer and looks at. He'll have enough on me. It's like I know it looks like a lot, but don't worry, I'm not paying you because I have a weird reason for this.
All right, I guess I will go with so David Wright's gone. We got LeBlanc.
Yeah, Brian Austin Green, Matt LeBlanc, Robert Pattinson, Roman Reigns.
Brian Austin Green. Oh my God. Now I can see your wife answering Brian Austin Green as a fun thing from the past. So I'll go with him.
She was a huge fan of 90210. She was more of a
Melrose Place.
Luke Perry kind of person right there, but I didn't want to put a dead person in that list. So no, it is not Brian Austin Green.
No, I'm struggling on this whole Roman Reigns,
Pattinson, or Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
There you, Scott. 1 over, just a little over bogey. You got it there.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. That's her hall pass. This big Jack Samoan guy. She literally listed 3 of the people in the bloodline on the list of possibilities. I'm like, I can only list 1, so we're going to say Roman Reigns. And she's I have the joke and we'll be watching wrestling and her friend will be on the phone and the bloodline will come out and they're like, oh, that's a sexy Samoan. That's a sexy Samoan. That's a sexy Samoan. And I just go into it. It's yeah, let's all go to American Samoa and have a wild ass orgy with all the wrestlers. Rikishi will give you a stink face. Haku is going to grab your jaw and then your breasts. That's what's going to happen on this island. Yeah, that's a terrifying hall pass.
It's going to be hard to compete with that one if it ever happened.
You like to think oh man, I could do something about this guy. You're doomed on this one.
No, I'm in a bar and Roman Reigns comes up to my wife and he's like, leave. I'll be like, yes, sir. There's no options right there.
Have you seen my wife? I pay tribute to you. So, all right, Mike, you are up. Here we go. So my wife. Oh, I didn't even ask you.
You didn't even tell people the category here, Scott.
No, it's my wife's hall pass.
What are you talking about? We just.
Oh, sorry. I got the celebrity hole mixed up.
Yes, your wife is into Seth Rogen. Yes, that's who she wants to bang.
Sorry. We had 2 celebrity holes in a row. That was my fault. So this is a celebrity hole. Which celebrity reminds you most of your husband? Mm-hmm. Burlew, I can eliminate an answer for you if you have your caddy card left.
I still have one left. I'm going to hold on to it when I see some treacherous holes. Okay.
Roman Reigns wants to see your wife's treacherous holes all night.
That's my Burlew knot.
So you have Jason Sudeikis. You have Seth Rogen. You have Christopher, I think it's Hivju. He's the big red-headed bearded guy from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
If you need to look him up. You have Heath Ledger. You have Jason Segel. And you have Damian Lewis, who's the red-headed guy from like Homeland. He's from a bunch of different things. So those are your answers. Jason Sudeikis, Seth Rogen, Christopher Hivju, Heath Ledger, Jason Segel, and Damian Lewis.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Hivju.
Christopher Hivju. Now, I have been compared to this man before. However, Mike, that shot went a little wide, driven forward, but not quite on the path.
Okay. All right. Let's go with a funny one. Let's go with Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, funny guy, but not this funny guy. Sorry. You hit the tree again.
All right, so I'm down to Rogen, Ledger, Segel, and Lewis.
Yep.
Let us go with Damian Lewis.
Damian Lewis from Homeland. Ooh, Mike, you're burying yourself here late in the golf tournament. Not the guy.
Okay. So Rogen, Ledger, Segel.
Rogen, Ledger, Segel. Jason Segel. I have been told this before. I don't really know Jason Segel that well, besides like a couple movies, but it is not Jason Segel.
Ah, man. Just not hitting the ball good today. So I'm down to Ledger and Rogen.
Yep.
Well, I hope you're reminded of a dead person, so I'm saying Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger is the answer. She always says pictures I've showed her pre-beard remind me. She always says remind her of Heath Ledger. No, I haven't had pre-beard for about 20 years, so maybe if I shaved, she would be horrified, and I would look like Heath Ledger now. But not a good hole for you, Mike. Not a good one.
Yeah, I mean, golf has never been my major sport here, Scott. So. All right, Scott, before I send the list, am I knocking anyone off your list?
No, you're not.
All right. Here is the list we have here. We have Rivers Cuomo, Chris Farley, Ewan McGregor, Mark Zuckerberg, Melissa McCarthy, and Teller from Penn and Teller.
Now, that is not Mike making a mistake. He's saying Melissa McCarthy. It reminds her of Mike. Interesting. She is a goofball. You are a goofball. No way it's Chris Farley. I don't see you like falling through tables and being super animated. Rivers is kind of withdrawn. You McGregor. I don't think you're Penn and Teller. You know what? I'm just curious. I'm going to go with Teller first from Penn and Teller.
Now, I've been told I've been in social situations, I'm about as talkative as Teller in certain situations, but my wife did not say I am Teller.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either, but I was curious if like that's the way she saw you, which would be pretty interesting. Either that or she was trying to throw like sword knives at you and stuff like that. So Mark Zuckerberg. Wow. I'll go with Rivers Cuomo from Weezer for some reason. I don't know.
Very quirky human being like myself. Not who my wife said.
Wow. Huh. All right. Now, Melissa McCarthy is really interesting because she's a female on the list, but I'm not going to go with that yet. And I can't see you as Chris Farley, and I don't get any Zuckerberg from you. So I can't go Zuckerberg. Does she think you're Ewan McGregor? I guess I'll go with McGregor.
More specifically, she called me her Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you will, where she more gets it. I did not want to put a fictional character on this list, so I went with Ewan McGregor, where she said I am like her Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Now, where did Melissa McCarthy come from?
I thought like she's very like character related and stuff like that, where you could see like the characteristics more than the person. I'm like, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, okay, he just went like dead quiet.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something after that.
No.
All right, Mike. Are you up or am I up? I'm losing track here.
You are up. Just a reminder. Let's see, 4, 8, 15. You have 18 strokes. I have 24 strokes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. You're running away with this right now.
The clothing hole. The clothing
hole. Least attractive piece of clothing you have seen me in.
Okay.
Now we got 3 holes left. You still got your 2 caddies. Are you using it yet? Well, actually, you have 1 left. You used 1 in the hall pass round. So
yeah, and I have my sand trap left, right?
Nope, because the sand trap was in the certain hole, so you were just, it was going to be 7, you eliminated the 6.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to use it yet.
All right. Here are your choices right here. Mustard yellow colored sweatshirt, ponytail holder I had when I had long hair, a retro cherry 7-Up t-shirt, a necklace with a penny on it, loose-fitting swim trunks, or a fedora that was too big for my head.
Oh, man. I would like to see you in all of these. At once.
I was thinking that. I knew that's what you meant.
Oh, man. A retro cherry 7-Up t-shirt. I know she was the biggest fan of your hair, but are you throwing me off with that? I think I'm going to go with that first. I'm going to go with the ponytail holder with your long hair.
Yep. She despised my long hair.
Mm-hmm.
I had a funny little photo when I had it up in pigtails with rubber bands, but I never wore a ponytail holder with that look.
Then I'm going to go with loose-fitting swim trunks, just big burloo dong hanging out.
I mean, I always bring my swim trunks everywhere, and she's not the biggest fan of them, but it was not the garment she brought up as the most unattractive clothing.
What do you mean you always bring your swim trunks everywhere?
Anytime we go anywhere, I always have the swim trunks in there. I'm like, I never know if there's going to be like an indoor pool where we're going, whatever, and I want to be prepared, and I like swimming. If I come to your house, I'm bringing trunks and all. I don't know if you build a pool before I get up there.
Oh God. Okay. I need to just hit for average here, and I'm okay.
So you have the mustard yellow colored sweatshirt, a retro cherry 7-Up t-shirt, a necklace with a penny on it, and a fedora that's too big for my head.
You did have the fedora back in the day, but I didn't think it was too big for your head. So I don't think that's the same one we're talking. I'll go with the mustard yellow sweatshirt.
Scott, my wife doesn't like condiments. She doesn't like darker colors. She especially doesn't like yellow, but she most doesn't like mustard yellow. I have a mustard yellow sweatshirt that she cannot stand that I still have.
All right, baby. Just hitting for par. We're okay here. We're okay. We are settling in, just trying to, this is where the pressure, where they start zooming in on the guy who's going to the last hole in the Masters, and you just hoping he blows it. So it's interesting at the end. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Mike, here we go. Mine, a neon yellow thrice tank top. Okay. A square-toed black dress shoes. And here's your list here. An Irish style beanie, like kind of like a traditional Irish hat there.
Okay.
A big baggy suit, sandals with straps, or way too tight Under Armour shirts. Way too tight Under Armour shirts. So, Mike, there you go.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start off with the square toe dress shoes.
So you hit the ball, hit off another guy, bounced off a tree, hit a dog, but continued to roll and roll and roll. Mike, that's a hold one here, which could make the game interesting. You are not giving up here at the end of the game. Couple holes to go. Nothing is impossible. Nice job, Mike. Yes, I had apparently like really cheap square black shoes for a suit that we went to a wedding with, and she was like horrified over them. So nice job, Mike. Which brings us to 2 holes to go. The insurance hole. How would your wife kill you to make it look like an accident? How would your wife kill you to make it look like an accident? Maybe collect some insurance money. Mike, you have nothing left to use, correct?
I have one more caddy to use. Okay. I haven't seen any hazards yet, so I'm guessing the last 2 have extra answers in them.
Oh, we're down to...
We're 8
down
and
to
9.
the 2 here. Yeah. I forgot we had 2 hazards, so let me just mix this up real quick.
Oh, you didn't even have the extra.
I thought we had 1 hazard when I was making this.
So we'll make this one with the extra answer, and the last one I'll chop off 1 just to make it easy.
I got an answer here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
In case you're wondering right now, it's 21 strokes for Scotty, 25 strokes for me.
Okay. So, how will my wife try to kill me? Okay, here we go, Mike. I'm sending this over to you. Would she rig a comedy stage to fall apart? Would she rig a comedy stage to fall apart? Number 2, would she make the electricity by your podcast rig faulty? Make the electricity by the podcast rig faulty. 3, you loosen the blade on the lawnmower. 4, ice over our steep steps, Home Alone style. If you know my steps, you have to walk up the stairs to get to my house. Number 5, mix a chemical with paint for the next time I paint a room. Number 6, poison my beer. Or 7, arsenic in the coffee pot. Mike, how's my wife killing me? This is a big opportunity for you here.
Yep, a lot of opportunities here. I'm going to start off considering she might want to just get the quick answer out to you. I'm going to say poison your beer.
Poison my beer, Mike. You just hit the ball. Nothing there.
Okay.
She's not poisoning my beer. At least I don't think so.
Let's say she ices over your steep steps.
Ices over the steep steps would be a good guess, but it is not the correct guess.
All right. How about let's make the electric on your podcast rig faulty?
That would be a good idea. Not the right idea.
Ooh, darn. Not going to get par on this one. Dang
I'm
it.
not going to get par.
All right, so I'm down to rig a comedy stage, loosen the blade on the lawnmower, mix a chemical and paint, and arsenic in the coffee pot. Let's do the coffee pot. You're a coffee drinker.
I'm a big coffee drinker. Would be a great guess, but it's not the right guess.
Ah, man. Down the.
This
Let's
is
do
where
the lawnmower.
lawnmower. I do mow the lawn a lot. Not the right guess.
Just don't have the clubs today, man.
This is where FanDuel just all of a sudden the odds just put live. Yep.
Yep. So down to rig, comedy stage, to fall apart, or mix a chemical in the paint. I'm going to say the comedy stage.
Not the right answer.
Wow.
Oh boy, he's
Second hole, I just missed out completely. Wow.
he's throwing clubs. So that's it, right? Yeah, she said she would mix chemicals in my paint because I'm always painting the house. So I would just pass out and die. And then just blame it on the faulty paint. Blame it on the faulty paint, and that's the end of Scotty there.
Dang.
Well,
Tough hole. What can I do? All right, Scott.
tough hole. Also, the name
The Berlou knot. Yep.
the balloon knot. Yep.
Yep. Are you using your caddy here or the last question?
No, I'll use the caddy here just to
All
just to bring it home here.
All right. Let me just see. All right. Give you these. So my wife said one of these. Would she A, hide my car keys so I get so furious that I give myself a heart attack? Prepare a meal for me that will naturally kill me with her cooking skills. Get tickets to a Commanders game in Philly and let the crowd do the work. Go back 10 times to Disney in a year where I'll just jump off a ride and she'll sue Disney. Or take me to a canine unit training session and have them chew me up as I tried to pet the doggies.
I like these. I'm between two right now. I'm going to try to just go with the ones I think are the obvious ones that maybe they're there to throw me off, but I have wiggle room here. I will go with the Disney one. You're going to go back to Disney 10 times so you jump off a bridge.
She would love multiple Disneys and money on top of it, but sadly, Scott, she did not state that.
All right. Canine unit. Take them to pet the doggies.
She thought about dogs. She didn't say dogs. No, Scott, that is not the answer.
Let's go with Eagles game. Go to the Eagles game.
She does leave the house when the Commanders are on because she doesn't want to hear me, but she doesn't hear ching ching. No, Scott, that is not how she's going to kill me.
Wow. Okay. Let's go with lose your keys.
Scott, you're about to try to save this hole. You hit it in the air. Bird grabs in the air and just takes off. Scott, she doesn't cook. So her natural joke was, I'll just cook for you to kill you.
All right.
I'm sorry, Scott.
All right. What is the score going into the last hole? Is it possible?
Let me see. I don't think it is. It is, you have 26 and I have 32.
It is possible. No, it's not possible.
No, it's not possible.
By a stroke.
By a stroke, yeah.
But okay, let's just, here we go here. You got to play the full chorus to hand that scorecard in, Mike.
The miscellaneous round.
Yeah, miscellaneous round. I went with the kinky hole. Or kinky hole. If we were into role playing, if I was to role play as something, what would I dress as? And I use my sand trap here, but I'm not even going to do it. Here we go. Would I be the pizza delivery guy, a Spartan, like a Spartan soldier, a football player, a hockey player, a chef, or a mechanic? What am I dressing up like in the bedroom?
Okay, so send the list. And I just want to confirm, is she answering what you would do in this situation?
I guess I kind of asked her like what she thinks I would look sexy in, like to role play in the bedroom, basically. Like
Okay.
what character would I play?
I will go with Spartan.
Mike, it's a beautiful shot, and it goes right in the hole. Maybe too little, too late. But yeah. Spartan with
it's one of those remind you for the next time we go golfing kind of things.
I'm still this good. I'm wearing the sandals. I got the helmet on. I'm wearing the assless chaps or whatever they wear. Spartan soldier is the answer there.
Balloon knot is just hanging out.
My big balloon knot is just flapping in the wind. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, put that away.
Yeah.
Scott, as funny as this sounds, we talk about this was the miscellaneous round as we try to figure out questions. I too went with the kinky question. Maybe a little different, where if we were to do role play, what would our roles be? And here are the options that my wife could have said. Either a dominatrix and a submissive, a queen and her servant, a cheerleader and a football player, a bad cop catching a robber, a failing student needing an A from the teacher, or a nurse and a sexy patient.
Every part of me wants to see this in real life.
All of them.
All of them.
It's like, honey, I got volume 4 of Burloo in the bed.
I'll just go with failing student. Will be my first pick.
Scott, she had good grades all through high school and college, and also that would not be a fantasy of hers. She needs to pass those tests. I'm sorry.
Oh, see, I was hoping that would be her. She's role playing as something different.
No, with her anxiety, she'd be like crying and all. No, I can get this test right, and we would never have sex in the whole situation.
Yeah, okay, I'll go. I'll go with the nurse. I'll stick with the nurse. I know she's a nurse, so let's go with nurse.
She did do bedside nursing for a long time, but sadly, she doesn't believe in giving me a sponge bath, Scott. Sorry, that is not the answer.
All right, I could see her being into you serving her, waiting hand and foot. I'll go queen and her servant.
She does love fantasizing about being a Disney princess or the queen of the Disney castle, but sadly, there is no banging in Mickey's house. Sorry, Scott.
All right, bad cop. I'll go with bad cop.
Scott, I grabbed something I shouldn't have grabbed, and I'm going to be punished by the naughty cop. That is Izzy's role-playing fantasy, bad cop catching the robber.
Wow. Okay, Mike. Final score.
All right. I ended the game with a 33. And Scott, you are victorious in this with a 30 stroke.
Ooh, 6 under par there. 6 under par. Well, that is our first edition of Par-tners. And we probably could have done 6 holes, but hey, I had a good time.
And that's it, guys. There's an example of 3 of the really stupid games we play, but it's something we love doing here. Give you a little taste of a couple of the games, whether they're too long, too short. I'm sure everyone says they're too long, but we enjoy them here. Please keep subscribing. We're back to the regular show on Monday, Burloo's 500th show. So let's see what he has planned. Probably nothing, because he's a master procrastinator. But other than that, please look out for the newsletter. Please share us on whatever platform you listen, and tell your friends that you enjoy the Verbal Shenanigans podcast. Until then, we'll see you guys next week. Life is funny. Laugh at it. Keep the wind at your back.